opening match of the PogCup happening. Skeptic versus Godly. Skeptic's attacking first. Let's see what they go with. Start of the ban phase. So we have... You have your orange team, but they ban first with your blue team banning second and third. So Godly will ban Habana. Habana's a very strong ban on Villa as there's 5 hatches to downstairs, which can provide not only flanks, but they can put a lot of pressure on site, so that should make defending downstairs a lot easier. Now Skeptic will be taking their second ban. They usually ban a blitz. However, depending on what they are intending to play, they will sometimes ban Jackal. No, it looks like they're going to ban them Twitch, so that usually means that they'll play a heavy mirror strat. So their defense ban will be the Echo. Nothing really surprising there. Echo's a common ban. With the mirror. You'll find mirror is probably a counterban to the Twitch. Twitch tends to lead to the fact that you are going to be playing a mirror heavy strat. So we'll start off. So looks like first site will be going to Locus TV. Fairly standard. Most teams will go downstairs for the first site as it's a very easy site to hold. You've got minimal flanks, especially with Habana denial, meaning that they can't actually get the hatches to get those flanks off, put pressure on the objective, which is when you'll generally see more teams go upstairs when there is actually a Habana in play. So no 6 picks coming out. They're obviously happy with their ops they are bringing. It's a quick preparation phase. So we got Rook, Maestro, Pulse, Doc, Bandit. Bandit will be denying your server wars most likely. Maestro giving that a lot of intel on the side of Godly. I'll have a quick look here. So as you can see, reinforcing those hatches as Habana can't actually open them. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a early on spawn peek coming off the Rook. They find him. Unfortunately, Rook misses all his shots onto the cap. Was it that? Sorry, I think that was the... might have been the Ash, actually. Oh, sorry, that would have been Jackal, as you can see. So we've got our Rook holding down here. Now, common strat is to have your Pulse play in Gold Vault, as his cardiac sensor is able to see all of pretty much server. This allows info on when the enemy pushes in and when they are in fact going for the denial. Looks like we've got a bit of a fight with... I think that's with the Rook in Garage. Yeah, Rook's got a nice pixel pick, so I think looks like the Jackal's just going to back off out of there. Probably rotate, look for some footprints to track. Hopefully find the bandit on the roam. As you can see, putting nice early pressure on, expanding a thermite charge on the hatch to it. That'll help watch flanks. Should help get rid of them. So you got your Ash giving a bit of a flank. Nice kill from the bandit in open area onto the Jackal. That should deny any roam clearing ability. However, that's going to make sure they know where Bandit's on half health. So Nomad's going to put a couple of shots in, don't know. There we go. Good refray coming out from the Ash there. So now they're going to try and open up this wall. Most teams will open up this side wall here, as that allows an easy entry into site. But the Maestro's actually denied it because they haven't brought anything to deal with the Maestro other than the Ash, who's on the other end of the other side of the site. So they don't. Okay, so they got their rook up. Gonna try and use their fire arrows to clear. They're probably gonna use their smoke arrows here. Go for a plant. Unfortunately, Nomad gets in the way. Going for that early plant. Going for a nice quick plant. Can they get it down? No. Unfortunately, they don't get it down in time. They kill off the planter, and that's first round goes to Godly. So most likely they'll go up to CEO here, as that's a lot of teams. Actually, they're going to go to more of an offsite. Most teams actually have tellers and archives as their third. So bringing a lot of roam clear and a lot of denial with their Nomad. They've got 2 sets of smokes on their glazing caps, so looks like they're going to be going for a square hold. So bring the thermite. That'll be to get that open area wall. 6-pick off the Cade onto the Alibi. That's an interesting choice, as Alibi doesn't know much use. And as such, also, one thing I forgot to mention is, in the cup, all the ops are allowed, regardless of how long they have been out. So we may see quite a bit of Mozzie play. Have a quick look. See what Alibi's. So Alibi is played as both a anchor and a roamer, as her prisoners are generally used better on site sometimes, depending on your team and on your strats. You'll see a lot of Alibis actually not run skins or sites, as that way they look like they're Prisma, and people will have a harder time distinguishing between the two. So as you can see, checking for that spawn picks early. I'm gonna think that Godly's playing aggressive, obviously.
Setting up a diversion.
Wall's done.
Swapping mags.
Looks like we're gonna have Mosley playing downstairs.
Deploying drone.
Nice little pixel from Doc there. An early frag. That'll be the Mozzie taking care of, meaning they can't maneuver those Mozzie drones around as well. Looks like Valk's going to challenge the Ash in. And Ash, fuck, Valk finds the head of Ash. Looks like Valk's going to try and hold on to that top floor control, but I think that's the Thermite's going to try and pressure to get that refrag onto the Valk. This should allow them to keep control of the top floor. Don't think he knows that where she is though. This could be an easy kill coming from the Valk. It is. So now you'll notice that a lot of them will move up, try and rearrange to hold that diffuser, or maybe just a couple. Perhaps just going to continue to spray with that large mag of his, but gets a nice quick pick from a flank. Very nice. So it looks like we've only got the Nomad and Zofia left. Both downstairs are seemingly unaware that the fuse is down upstairs. They're thermite stairs, so they can't open an open area wall. So they'll have to push around to site. There you go. And she finds the header dock. Looks like Nomad's going to push diffuser. Nice pre-fire coming out from the Legion. This is left Zofia in a 1v2. Probably going to go for frags. I don't think she knows that they're up top. Seconds left. It's gonna be a hard. Looks like this is an easy win for Godly. Doesn't know she's in the corner. So I think Skeptic's having a bit of trouble roam clearing here and checking corners, or maybe just missing key intel with their drones. Actually going to go to staff now. Now going upstairs to CEO. This is most teams' second or first site. Depending on how they're playing, you'll find they'll probably there's no real bandit to try and bandit trick the back wall and deny that side. You'll probably find they'll place mutes and maybe try and impact trick above the wall, which is where you can shoot out the top. Actually use an impact, and the radius from that explosion will actually destroy Habana pellets and a thermite charge on the other side. This is a common spot for Valks or players to set up in general, as a very common angle on this site to hold is the windows as very front, but I'm pretty sure no one spawned there. No one has spawned there. So yeah, they put their mute jammers on that back wall. Skeptic seems to not have much to go to combat the mute jammers, other than possibly bringing the Ash or Zofia from below. It's like Cavs holding down blue stairs. Possibly being found out by one of Skeptic's drones. That's probably the Nomad, but she could get an easy pick off. Can she get an interrogation? Let's get this. This is a good angle for Glass to hold, as he can see all the way through to a site, and unless you barricade or castle off the windows, it's pretty much gives him full control over a large portion of the site, cutting rotations. So that's obviously held down the Jaeger. Looks like Cav's rotated down blue stairs, obviously waiting for that flank, just trying to delay time. So looks like they're going to try and thermite. Not sure why you use. Yep. So guys entered the building. Nice shot from the Legion down the hall, but can he find the other ones? No, he gets refragged out by the Ash. It's now in a 2v4 situation, but Carrier is down. However, Skeptics seem to have complete control over the side of the map. If Gav can get a cheeky flank off and maybe get an interrogation here, he may be able to save the round. That's the only one in sight. Fortunately, it doesn't land the headshot. Gets the headshot through the wall. So now that Skeptic has the diffuser, they can go for that plant. However, there's a minimal time left with Valks. Valks still has a nitro cell to deny the plant. If her dead teammates are just pinging on the camps, she can nitro cell the planter and save the round. It's now it's effectively a 1v1. Just kept winning out on deaths. So now you'll probably find that they go back down to bottom floor as that's now been unlocked. Probably bringing about the same stuff. As you can see, Skeptic's bringing the sledge. This is probably to counter the Maestro pick as that wreaked havoc last time by denying them opening up the wall. Oh, they're going to 6-pick off to the IQ, possibly to try and counter the Valk cams that Nerd is bringing. However, their best option was probably stick with the sledge, get rid of that Maestro cam in servers, open up your wall, and then you can pretty much go from there. So you'll probably find impact wall, sorry, red hallway. This allows smoke to get his nice smoke nades into the default plant, which is at the doorway you see to the left there. Basically just going to reinforce your hatches. No Habata means it's insanely hard to get them, and you can only get 2 if you bring only the thermite, which Skeptic has done. Skeptic's other option would be to bring the Maverick. Maverick's gadget can not only counter Maestro cams by destroying them, you can also get 2 more hatches with the Maverick. A nice early pick onto the Nomad. That'll allow their roamers a lot more free time, and we'll take off their breaching charges. So you'll find he'll just rotate around. So as you can see, you got Smoke holding a nice pixel peek. This is where Skeptic pushed in last time, and they really need to deal with this Maestro camera here. Looks like that was on main stairs. I believe that was the Ashes she tried to push down there again. They're not really dealing with it. They can't go for the wall with this Maestro cam here. Looks like they're going to try and block it with the Monty shield. This is a very unorthodox way of doing it. They need to either keep the Monty there, yeah, there you go. So now, they didn't get the side most teams open, but Smoke will still be able to get his smokes up that way, denying him more time, denying the plant. Ooh, that's unlucky. Rather than burning it with his flashes, he decided to go for the shot on it and wasn't able to hit the head of the smoke as he ran past. So as a result, he's taking a lot of damage from that Maestro cam. Might even down him if he gets one more hit. Jaeger's doing a lot of work on this backside, obviously denying the flank. So their IQ, they've lost again more utility. They've only got their 3 flashes on the Thermite and 2 smokes on Monty. That's their Monty down. So they're going to go back to Tal's office, probably just repeat their sights, as that's what was working out for them. Pretty much same strat. Bringing the Vigil though. Gonna 6-pick onto the Thermite. This time, however, Skeptic is bringing the Thatcher, which should allow them to get the wall and deny the mute wall. So deny. So you got reinforcements from main wall, and then you'll have 3 reinforcements on the wall to open area. This will be deny lines of sight, deny easy access, as open area is a very hard area to contest, as hence the name, it's very open. So there's not much to hide behind. So we're creating a few little peek holes here. Looks like Skeptic's going to try and go for a bit of a top floor clear first. Don't know if he noticed the Valkyrie. Can he get it? Should be a nice easy frag onto the Valkyrie. Yeah, there you go. Valk nice early taken out. However, she's already got her cams out, so they don't lose much utility there, other than possibly a Nitro Cell. However, you still have a Nitro Cell on mute, and you got the Legion Pricks to deny the plant. Legion Pricks, not very good form of denial. It's more if they late rush, they have to pull it out first, and it's more intel, as it'll tell you what direction they're coming from. Got Vigil on the roam ups. Looks like he's contesting open area, trying to deny that wall. So now that their sledge has above control, he's going to be able to open up floor, and this will allow him to put pressure on site. He can use his nades to nade down into site. There's no Jaeger to deny that. Okay, so that's the mute taken care of. That's their only other Nitro Cell. They now have no plant denial, and are going to probably have to rely on the retake. It's a 3v5. It's not looking good for Godly here. As you can see, they're about to open that main wall. However, as you can hear, there is a mute jammer which isn't actually reaching the wall. So they now have access to site. Legion's their only one contesting site. They can find the head of this IQ. No. Skeptic will take their second round. So this is the last defending round. Looks like they're going to go open area. Usually an off-site. Thermite's not usually as useful on open area, unless you're going for a Teller's side take or Skylight side, as you have very little walls. It looks like Godly are going to try and defend from Skylight by the looks. Skylight kitchen side, with maybe one denying open. So it's very rare. Clash actually has a low pick rate, as she requires a lot of teamwork, which this is what these teams have. So, got Jaeger devices all in sight. Hoping to deny the flashes on that. And maybe hopefully get some cheeky ass charges. You probably find that they'll try to hold upstairs again, as this is one of the best ways to deny it, because all of stock trading is just above open area, which is about 60% of the site. So by holding up top, you're effectively denying all of open area.
I'm ready for you, bastards.
Looks like Skeptic's going to try and gain control of stock early. Now, Skeptic's brought the Thatcher, which can help to disable Clash's shield. Looks like they're trying to flash him out though. Very nice nade. Still get a little more to it. So they're committing a lot of people to this stockroom take. It's gonna take out the pulse. That's one out of 3 nitro cells off the board. Nice little headshot. That was a very aggressive play coming out of the thermite. Now they cannot open any of the hatches. However, Skeptic has also traded off the Clash and has gained control of stock, giving them top floor control. What they can now do is open it up with their breaching charges or with an ash charge, giving them a lot of top floor control and effectively clearing open area. So I don't think they've droned out the Valk upstairs. Looks like they think they're clear. Valk should be able to get a nice flank on them, get a few picks. However, it looks like Skeptic's already in sight. There you go, we've got Itchy planting now.
Reloading.
So that I would have put out to the Valk. Now for the retake. All they gotta do. It's a 2v2. Both are godly low on health, with Skeptic still full health. They're gonna try and get a pinch on. Half of the diffuser remaining. Got a quarter left. Both the nitro cannot find anyone. Doesn't find anyone. Goes for the kills. And it looks like Skeptic have this round. So we've got a 3-3 split at the half. That's a bit surprising. Bank is usually a bit of a one-sided map as kind of 3-3. So 3-3 is actually really good for Skeptic, who was on attack that round, or half, I should say. And so looks like they're gonna go. Looks like Skeptic's gonna go for a heavy roam presence on the locker side. You've got. See. So we've got a 6-pick coming to the Maestro. This will be either trying to deny that wall or giving info into the plant. The only real plant denial they have, other than the info gathering of the Maestro, is their smoke. You want their smoke. Their smoke will be playing back in red, and hopefully playing safe to deny that. Skeptic's going to dedicate one cam to one evil eye to server. This will be trying to deny that wall as was done to them. However, Godly has brought the Thatcher, which with his recent update leaves Maestro cams half open and is a lot easier to deal with. like they're going to go for a server push, server take. They're committing. So you'll find Thatcher will use one EMP on the wall. Vermite will grab the wall near blue stairs, push in, plant with Monty smokes. They're going to want to get a pick onto the smoke who's playing in red, just to deny that, deny his toxic babes from killing the planter. So as you can see, they gained control of the server quickly. There was no one from Skeptic in server to contest them. Thatcher will EMP it, shoot it. Yep. And now there's actually no one to deny the wall, right? They're relying solely on that Maestro cam to deny that wall. A trade from the Ash and Legion? So obviously Jaeger running around upstairs. Legion got a trade onto the Thatcher. However, losing that Thatcher isn't too much of a problem, as there's nothing to deny the wall other than the Maestro cam. Yes, there's one Maestro cam over near elevators, but that's not going to be too big of a problem as it's not affecting site. Smoke will check. I believe this is Smoke's second toxic babe. You'll fight, so they'll just be using the smokes, bait them out. That was the Jackal onto the Legion. Looks like the Legion was playing over near the TVs. Monty's going for a backwards plant, but I believe Smoke has no smoke babes left. No. They will, Godly will get the plant down. And now it's a 3v4. Diffuser down. Make that a 2v4. They're gonna have to retake this. You've still got the Cav on the flank. Doesn't look like she's been cleared out. Looks like she's gonna go for the push down blue stairs. So you got Ash denying her rotate to blue stairs.
Loading mag.
Unfortunately, that he can't get that Monty just standing there in the way. And that'll be Godly's 4th round. So they're going to go back to lockers. Obviously, they're bringing that Valve for a bit more intel. So you'll find with the Valve, they probably won't commit a Maestro to server unless they're planning on using it to deny the wall again. You've actually got no Thatcher or Twitch this time. Twitch being banned, Thatcher obviously thinking that they're going to go to a different floor, therefore they're not needing the Thatcher. Now Skeptic held that site, however committing the Maestro cam to server. And that was their only denial of the wall, is probably what made them fall short there. Looks like they've committed... Don't know where they've committed that one. Possibly CCTV, I think. They'll try and use that to call the plant. As you can see, gonna go for a nice early server push again. Gain control of the server early. Open wall. Give you plenty of times if things go bad. So while you've got your 2 smoke ops, so you got 3 ops clearing up top. Jackal, as he can track your footprints, identify your roamers. Monty and Thermite. Looks like she got down from the cab. Cab going for a early interrogation before clearing it. I think they've got two. Okay. So they've got two roamers up top. Got an quick kill onto the blitz. So Jaeger's gonna piece out of here. Not gonna take the 2-on-1 and you've already got them low. They've committed it in another place. However, this time, Godly does not have anything to deal with the Maestro Cam. The only thing they could possibly do would be maybe stand in front of it. Or bring their Ash down to try and Ash charge it. Quickly. Got four smokes on the Monty and Jackal. Early Nitro coming out from Itchy. Possibly to try and get anyone who pushes in early. And you'll find their smoke will play. Smoke's playing near red. That way he can commit his smokes to the plant. 40 seconds left.
We move carefully.
They're gonna go for the plant again. If they're back to the wall. Nice few picks coming out from the valve. Got a nice angle there. So hopefully that smoke's gonna smoke this. Yep. And just deny time. Anyone who pushes into that smoke cloud, gonna take damage. Thereby, can't plant. However, Skeptic's gonna identify that this is now the time to go aggressive. Gonna deny it. So now you'll find Skeptic will go back up. Will most likely go to CEO. A lot of teams second sites. Or they're going to go to Tellers and just completely throw off. Any ideas? Gonna be bringing that castle, possibly the castle off, quick entrances to site, maybe even play him upstairs to help their roamers, because a lot of teams try to deny that top floor control. There, as you can see, Godly's brought Buck, Jackal has shotgun, a lot of soft destruction. This will give them, if they can gain top floor control, it will give them a large advantage and will give them a high chance of winning the round. Taking that top floor lets you deal with anchors without being in a direct line of sight, and again, shooting down on someone, you've got a lot higher chance to actually hit their head. So Aki's actually taken really early control of server in blue states. So cut off their rotations from kitchen to Scarlet. I don't think you have anyone playing kitchen. No, you don't. You got Jaeger cover upstairs. This will be to deny that soft destruction I was talking about. However, it looks like Goldley's only gonna commit 2 people to upstairs.
Reloading.
They got them down onto the IQ. However, Looks like Ash is going to be able to frag him out. Cav's on about half health, just holding a nice tight angle here. Just got to keep an eye on that rotation zone. Now they got Jaeger and Cav have a nice pinch here. If they push the Cav, the Jaeger can flank round. If they push the Jaeger, Cav can hopefully flank round. However, looks like that was the Ash. So now that they've taken care of top floor, they can start using that Buck to open up lines of sight onto objective. They can use their Buck nades, their Buck shotgun. Effectively giving them control over archives. Now, although you've got two members of Godly are fairly low, under 25 each, it's still a 4v3. Godly has the man advantage. Skeptic has no sight denial, no plant denial, sorry, and as such we'll have to play to get those frags to deny the plant. Now you've got pressure coming from main stairs. This will provide a bit of a crossfire as they can no longer rotate to archives. That's unlucky. So, had a Legion mine stairs. Thermite under low. It's effectively a 1v3. Gonna have to go for a late plant here. Pull out that green mine. So basically Legion versus Ash. Ash going for the plant. But I don't think their Legion hears it. This will be the time to capitalize on it. There we go. So Skeptic will get the retake and win their fifth round. Now this is the first time Skeptic's been in the lead this entire match. They've either been even or behind. They're starting to pick up their lag. So round 10. Probably gonna go up topic. Yep. Gonna have a CEO defense. Probably bring the castle. Castle's a powerful operator up here, as you can deny the Glaz. You can deny the Glaz on top of car park. You can prevent them taking Janitor, which is a powerful position to be in, as it's most teams will leave Janitor wall soft and have rotations through it. So if you can take Janitor, you take control of executive office and rotations from CEO. Got the smoke again. Smoke's kind of been their only real plant denial. If they want to deny these back walls, they've got Bandit, try and Bandit trick or with the Bandits. However, just banditing it, you're going to get the IQ below, shoot them through the floor. So your best option would probably be to try and impact trick the wall, which they might try and do. Doesn't look like it though, as Cavs used one. Yep. So they're just going to leave the bandits there. Probably find IQ go underneath. Yeah. Looks like they're going to clear from ATMs and main lobby up with your Blitz and Nomad putting pressure on the site. You know, early frag from, I think that was the Cav. Yes, that was the Cav. Playing inside of conference room. Do they have the intel that someone's up top of stairs near elevators? Looks like a very rushed take. Very early take from Godly, which has led to the mistake I'm losing their Ash. Now, they haven't brought a hard breacher. Meaning they can't they can't actually push Skylight stairs. Looks like Jaeger's doing a lot inside this stockroom here.
Make room.
A late flank. That's going to leave IQ in half health in a 1v2. Going to be very hard for Godly to bring this back. They got the Cav playing near elevators. Jaeger inside the stockroom. Best. That'll take us to match point for Skeptic. So this will unlock bottom floor. Probably go back downstairs, where they lost their first one, however won their second one. So as you can see, bringing that sledge, probably to deal with a Maestro. Bringing the Maverick. This is the first time I've actually seen Maverick this game. Very useful, open up hatch. Doesn't have to completely open up hatches. He can still get lines of sight down through them, which you'll probably find is to deny red hallway to vault, as that's where the smoke has mostly been playing to deny the plant. So again, I'm gonna dedicate a Maestro cam to server by the looks. Try and deny the server wall opening. No Thatcher this time, however a Maverick. If the Maverick can push into server safely, they should be able to easily open. There's no thermite, so they won't open the wall. They might actually be going for more of a locker's side push, because they have been struggling with the smoke. They struggled first round, struggled second round, smoke. Had nothing to deny that Maestro. Okay, so you got one Nitro for plant denial, so Vec's gonna have to make sure she's nice and safe there. Got Jaeger playing inside the archives. Gonna try and deny that blue stairs. However, I don't think you got. No, you don't have anyone playing on blue stairs to deny that. So you got. Jack was tracking on the Maestro. Take an early server control again. There's little Skeptic is doing to contest this server hold. So that will take out the only hard breacher. Gonna rotate off. Try and get any frags as they come up. Skeptics now lost their only Nitro from an aggressive peek. Looks like Smoke's going to try and do the same peek. Jack was going to just hold that tight angle and wait for them to peek. Going to burn the ADSs with some smokes. Maestro, nice frag onto the Jackal. Ash is very low upstairs by the looks. Ash is in fact downed upstairs. So it's effectively only a Nomad and Monty. Nomad's going to contest the guy inside storage. Looks like he's going to go for a run outside. Not a bad idea to rotate. Very risky if they had more people. However, they've got a low amount of people. It also allowed the Ash to get picked up. That's their Cav gone. That's their back that they don't have to worry about anymore. As you can see, no pressure on blue stairs. You've got the Jaeger pressuring from the back and just wasting time. Godly now only has a minute to attack site. Gonna smoke in, clear. Smoke's gonna try and deny as much time. However, he misses that smoke, and Monty's gonna go for the plant. Plant's just in default. Got the plant down. Godly very low. Skeptic has a health advantage here. However, plant is down. And it's a risky strategy, but Jaeger's on the flank. If he can pull off this flank, Skeptic should be able to get the Get the disable.
Stay behind me.
Jiggy's gonna have to peek into blue stairs. Doesn't he know Ash is there? Yeah, go with the flank. Can he get the Monty? Going for the disable in the corner. Jaeger with the 2k. And there we have it. Skeptic will win the first match of the PogCup. So this will put Skeptic up 3-0 above other teams. We'll have